Hey, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Raquah Kadash, Barakathah. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well. Hey, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. This is GMS Stop and Listen, GMS Arkansas. I got this article here. It says from independence.co.uk. It's coming out of the UK. It says North Korea could be sitting on trillions in untapped mineral resources. Okay. It says mining currently only makes up 14% of North Korea's economy, but the dictatorship may be, in fact, sitting on vast reserves of mineral wealth. International sanctions imposed on the Hermit Kingdom in response to its nuclear tests should, in theory, be crippling its trade in minerals. A March 2000 UN resolution banned the export of gold, uh, vanadium, titanium, and rare earth minerals from Korea. It says another resolution in November capped production of coal and banned shipments of copper, zinc, and silver. But a UN report published at the start of the year found that North Korea was covertly exporting banned materials and finding new ways to evade sanctions. Egyptian authorities intercepted a ship carrying 2,300 tons of iron ore from North Korea to the Suez Canal with 30,000 rockets propelled grenades beneath the ore, according to reports from February. This showed that the country's use of concealed techniques, as well as an emerging nexus between entities trading in arms and material. North Korea's economy is roughly smaller than that of the South, according to the estimates of the Economist published last year. The North is somehow far richer in minerals. In 2014, it produced 0.4 million tons of iron ore to the South, zero point 0.6 million. The South's zero point 0.6 million. And the North mineral wealth was established at 10 trillion in 2012 by South Korea's research institution. It says the mountainous country has sizable deposits of more than 200 different underground minerals, according to the recent report by Lloyd Vasey, founder of the Center of Strategic and International Studies think tank. It says coal, iron ore, magnesite, gold ore, zinc ore, copper ore, limestone, uh, molybdenite, graphite, and tungsten, all with potential for the development of large-scale mines. The country's magnesite reserves are the second largest in the world after China, and its tungsten deposits the planet's sixth largest, according to the report. State-run Korea Development Institute last September described mineral trade between North Korea and China as a cash cow for Pyongyang. It says the institute said that the mineral trade accounted for 54% of North's total trade volume to China in the first half of 2016. Its reserves gave up until now remain undeveloped with an operation rate of mine facilities below 30%. This is part of the due and antiquated infrastructure with just 3% of the roads paved, in part due to the fact of private mining remains illegal. So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. Now you know kind of why America is a career, because they are sitting on untapped mineral reserves, which have a high return volume of money. They're sitting on like $10 trillion, right? So you know that's America's mo. Uh, because America's in debt. So hey, if they could get in there, man, and get them a spot in there, and they go to digging, they could get in some of them resources, because those are all important resources that North Korea is sitting on, that were named in the article. So this is Habakkuk 2:5. He said, yeah, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man. This is Esau. He transgresses by wine, meaning those other philosophies and doctrines. He says, neither keep at home, right? He doesn't stay at home. He's always in somebody else's backyard, mingling and meddling, man. Enlarges his desire is hell, because wherever he goes is going to be basically that people in that country. Wherever Esau lands, they're going to catch hell, man. It's going to be hell and death to them. It says his desire is hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. He can't be satisfied until he get it. Right now, you know, he's sitting at those North Koreans have that much mineral resource that they're sitting on, and they're able to do, because they figure once we put sanctions on you, your country's supposed to go down and you're supposed to beg us to help you out. But this country is sitting on all these mineral resources, and they don't need America. They could trade with other countries, and they don't like that. So America, you know why now. This one, that's a hint. So you know why now they messing with them, man. They got all those resources. And you know America can't stand for other people to have them resources without them getting in there and getting their hands dirty. It says it cannot be satisfied, but gathered and heapeth unto all people. Shall not these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb, right? Mocking proverb, a mocking riddle against him, and say, woe, meaning destruction, to him that increases that which is not his, right? It says, woe to him that increases which is not his, because that's what America do. They go to these countries, they go in there, they cause problems, cause they have chaos, and then they go in there and they dig in, they go in and they start stealing resources, man. And they increase something that was not theirs. They do it even here in America, man. If you have land here in America, and you have a water source on your land, or a water stream running through your land, each from you some kind of way, whether it's killing off everybody in your family, and buying it off from the ones who left. He gonna do that, man. That's his mo. It says, woe to him is that which is not his. How long? And him that laden himself, right? Meaning heavy weight, weighed heavy himself with thick clay, right? Thick clay is Hebrew 5671, abatya, right? Weight of pleasures, heavy debts, right? Right? So Esau, he has laden himself with heavy debt, which his debt clock is running at 20 trillion right now in debt. And if this country is sitting on $10 trillion of mineral resources, hey, I'm bet you he's trying to get in there and get his part. He's trying to get in there and get a piece of that, right? It's woe to him that despise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because the power is in their hands. So they're sitting back, sitting up scheming every night. When they go to bed, they sit around these round tables. And when they go to bed, they think of all these ideas they can bring back to those round tables the next day to put it into fruition, man. Because Esau, the Lord said, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So they control everything, so-called white man. So he come up with these scheming ideas when he laying in the bed. he trying to scheme on how he gonna get these riches, man. And it says verse 2, and they coveted fields, right? They coveted fields, and when you covet something, that means you want it, you know. Let me look at that cover. You desire 236 Hamad, Hamad, to desire, to take pleasure in, to delight, desirable, man. So they desire to have. Right now, they're secretly probably desiring to have all those mineral resources that North Korea is sitting on. They're trying to get in there, man. Um, and they covet fields and they take them by violence, and that's what they do. Start conflict in houses and they take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, man. So they oppress a man in his house to press on, to oppress, to violate, to defraud, to do violence, to get deceitfully, wrong, extort. So no matter what it's got to do, if they got to kill you to get it, they're gonna do that. Like I was using the analogy, have some land here in America with a water source running on like a stream. Have you about 100 acres of land with a stream on it. See, don't Esau come take it, or granddad just mysteriously died or something. That's Esau, man. He can get it by deceit, by violence, man. He gonna take what he want. It says they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, man. That's heritage is nakha nakhala nakhala, meaning possessions, property, inheritance, property, portion, right? It says, and they covet fields and they take them by violence in in houses and they take away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage, meaning a man in his property and all his inheritance, man. And Esau don't like to see Jake inherit nothing. That's why, like Jake owned, back in the days, man. Jake owned land too. Our forefathers, our great granddaddies owned many acres of land, man. You know, even in my family, on my dad's side, I think his stepfather he owned something like 300 acres in southern Arkansas, which had oil wells on it, right? And now he's dead. Hey, the family don't know nothing about it. It's like they know, but they can't do nothing about it. Like Esau and them just took it. They been pumping on that land for years, man. And Jake ain't got no residuals from it. So Esau basically just took his inheritance, man. You know, he wasn't even able to pass it down to his son and his grandkids. You know, because Esau just took it, and that's the way they do, man. You know, the devil, man. Get one more. That's the reason why he's able to do that, and ain't no repercussions. You know, this is why, man. It says the earth, Job 9:24. It says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Who are the wicked? This particular time right now, it's the so-called white man, man. It's the so-called white man. He's doing evils in this earth, right? And it's all Yahweh Shem Shai's plan to have Esau do these evils in the earth. It's Proverbs 16:4. It says, the Lord Yahweh have made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So he created Esau for a certain purpose, right? And it is to punish you Israelites, man, and to press down on you Israelites, man, for disobeying the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father. So Esau is basically your whooping stick, you know. And but that time of his rule is coming fast to an end, man. You know, the Lord is about to do a marvelous new work in this thing, man, and turn it back around and get us out of here. And our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. He's about to bring these chariots back. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to destroy these kingdoms and put them crowns on his head, pursuing the Revelation 19. And we about to get this kingdom back. And we're going to have y'all as slaves. We're going to rule y'all 1,000 years. And then after 1,000 years, we will get rid of you. The nation of Israel is about to be back on top. So with that, brothers, just hold on. We ain't got long. All praises be to Heavenly Father and His Son. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah, Kodash, Brakatah. Double honors to the apostles, the elders of GMS who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. It's GMS Stop and Listen, Arkansas, GMS Arkansas. Shalom.